Yes.
My thing on it is, we spent good money on it, and it's running good right now. You know, it's not eating nothing, we're not paying a penny for it.
Use it as a bait cart if you want later on down the road.
If we decide, or the new police chief decides we don't need it, we'll give it.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I would say just table it so then you can do it all one fell swoop. You can itemize what you actually want to sell, what you don't.
Yeah.
That might
Give them
give
more
us our
time
time
to see.
frame to do what you've done on that.
I like it.
item as well.
Thank you, Jared. I like that idea.
Let's do it. I make a motion to table it till next meeting,
I second.
next month's meeting.
Next month.
And we already got approval to sell Tommy stuff. We just
Yes.
asked the board to do it.
Plus,
Yeah.
can't get this much out of it.
Louis?
Yes.
Christie? Yes. Kim?
Yes.
Gina?
Yeah.
Jason?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Okay, next is the relocation of the water meter in their house in Old Pit.
I brought that up.
Yep.
For board members that don't know, when Jamie was going on her vacation, I was learning to do her job to try and help out. I noticed on her discrepancy list, there is a residence in Pulpit has not paid a bill almost 4 years. Did some more research on it. The meter is inside his house and we will not let Tommy and him in. So my proposal is, if Deb says we have money, flip this shit off, or flip it off, put it outside his house, re-meter it, and send him a bill for the $1,000, $2,000 what he owes, or turn his water off and put a lien against it. Because we lost a lot of money on that.
Easy read for the,
He has a new register.
we still got the old style inside the house. We would put a thing on the outside and we,
Tom, he has a new register.
the computer or one. Oh, he does?
Yeah, we can look at it.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's on there.
I didn't know.
We got in there.
Has he been sent any kind of like certified letter, you noticed, or anything like that?
I don't know, Jamie's not here. But I just found that out, and then I forgot about it, bringing it up in a meeting, and it just clicked in my head one night, and I'm like, I'm bringing it up again.
I'm not opposed to doing something like, but I think that we have to do our legal proceedings and maybe send a certified letter that needs to be signed and tell him that we need to, he needs to be, first and foremost, is he aware of the fact that he owes us that much money?
Yes, he does.
If he is, I mean, yeah. I would start with a certified letter unless you got a different.
Even the lowest cookie in a jar knows that you can't live off water for free without paying it, so, and that's not gonna be an excuse, I didn't know I had to pay for water.
Well, we'll make sure that he gets a certified letter out there.
He needs to know what, he needs to know what that, how he needs, it's gonna be shut off, so it's not paying.
Give him a deadline, Tony, so.
Yeah, give him a deadline.
Keep saying what amount he owes, the reason that he's being sent this, and what the consequences are.
Make a motion on it.
I would do certified.
Make a motion on what you want.
What do we want?
Yeah, with this water meter.
We're gonna send a certified letter to the address stating that he has to pay such and such. What are we gonna give him? 30 days? I mean, 30 days, and if not, then it gets disconnected.
How long was this bill? How long was this?
I think it was 2021.
4 years.
Are you thinking it's over $1,000?
Well, I figure $80, say $60, $50 a month, $600 a year,
We need
$2,000.
we need to know what the total is, and we need to have that in, he needs to have full payment in by 30 days from the time of that certified letter hits his door. Or she, or whoever it is.
How far we go?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I
I wouldn't think so. We should be able to put a lien on everything.
They can just add that.
But I also think we should give him the opportunity to remedy the situation so we cover our hindsight. I don't think we're actually relocating the water meter. I think we're just gonna try and get paid to see if he gets it done, and then we can probably figure that out next month if he doesn't
So I
come
don't
through.
think we got a vote on, we're just wanting to send a certified letter.
We're just trying to collect water money.
We're not relocating it, we decided, we want.
No, we're trying to collect money.
How do we-
If we were trying to spend money, we would need a
I don't think we
motion.
need to vote on any of that.
Now my question is for Jared. If we send a certified letter, and he doesn't sign it for whatever reason, since he ain't paying his bill, what's our next step on that?
I'd send the regular mail and certified.
With the due date, like a date deadline?
With the date certain, with the date deadline that says,
If he doesn't, then we send the Christian County Sheriff's Department over
Okay.
with it and bang on the door.
and having served with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
Matter of fact, if they're not gonna let Tommy in, and they're not gonna let anybody in, when's the last time anybody's knocked on his door and said, we need to see your water? When's the last time?
Been quite a while. And he said now he can run out as far as work too.
He needs to have the Christian County Sheriff deliver
He built
that.
that room on out front and the
Yeah.
water is in the floor of the room, buried it under the
Yeah,
floor.
I tell people what's happening. At the old beach.
Well, I don't know exactly. I knew that a long time ago. I told him that.
So, yeah, we just need to.
We need to send a certified letter somehow, some way, and make sure he gets
I
it.
wasn't gonna say that.
Hey, guys, come on. Come on, guys, let's get back.
Okay, Mark, get your name.
Okay, I think I brought that one up. Last week, or last meeting, we authorized Claire to do something like that, and of course, we got surrounded, hogtied on Facebook. So I thought about, okay, if anybody in Kincaid that is doing a fundraiser for, like Claire doing the animals, somebody has breast cancer, looking for liver cancer, any of those funds that help some family in Kincaid, whether it be cheerleaders, the Church of God, or Methodist Church, or equipment goes down for fish fry. We just pay the $250 deposit and it's clean as over. I mean, if you have a legitimate excuse, why are we charging people from Kincaid to do something? It's just sitting there. I mean, if it's a legitimate reason, like I said, school function, church functions, or somebody's hurting for money on a GoFundMe for breast cancer or any cancer, why, just,
You,
If it's not for profit.
yes, just,
well. Go ahead.
There is a charge because it is so that it isn't left in a mess.
that's what the deposit's for.
Yeah.
But it also
Yeah,
too,
but we can always forego the actual. Yeah, but I think personally, if I'm gonna rent the place and I'm gonna have a party or whatever, I'm gonna pay the $250. Now, if I live in Kincaid and I turn around and give all the proceeds to whatever, and they need it, and you wanna re-gift me my $250, fine, and I'll donate that too. But I just think that we have a nice facility down there. I think we have to take good care of it. And I think, I want to see it used, but I want to see it kept clean. I want to see it not be destroyed. And that's what part of the fee is. I would expect to pay a fee. You would expect to pay a fee. I could re-gift that money to whatever charity I want to give it to. But I think it should be charged because we have an agreement. It is a temporary lease you're signing when you use that facility. So,
Sue, one of the things, and I agree with you, here, for clarity, what we're normally doing is the $250 is a deposit to make sure that when you leave, and basically if it's a check and you walk through and we just hand that check back to you. Now, the only thing as far that you have to kind of have some type of awareness that we assume liability when we allow someone to use that kitchen. So, and especially when there's a fryer involved, especially when there's grills involved. Now, I'm all about, like, let me give you the Midland Community Club. I don't think that they've made money the last 3 years, and here they are fighting, still trying to, in that case scenario, take the $250, I would guess, it wouldn't be more than $30 a day for electricity. That's what's probably the big thing, because they're running all day and all night. You have to kind of maybe recoup a little bit of that, but I'll be honest with you, I'd be fine letting them have it for the $250 deposit and make sure it's clean. I would be, because I would encourage them to use this
I
stuff.
think we went through all the trouble and Jared drew up a lease, and we have a lease for that part. And if it's $250 to rent it and $250 for the deposit, I don't have a problem with the board making a decision based on what event is going to be held there. But to say, oh no, if you know, somebody comes into town and they say, well, I'm going to have a party down there. No, I think that it's a legal binding agreement. That's all we've got to stand So I think you should have to pay the $250. I think you should have to pay the security deposit. At the end, if we want to say, oh, listen, you guys did a great thing for the village of Kincaid, we're gonna give you that check back for the $250. I think it's just, for me, it's a legal thing. That I think
That many people to rent that, Sue, you're talking $500. Who would
they'll rent the Legion for $500.
Yep.
They'll rent everything else for $500. I'm not saying that we can't do charitable things. I'm saying, the minute we say anybody from Kincaid can go down there and have an event, get out of the way, because they're gonna start making a list of everybody, I want it on this day, I want it on that day. That's all I'm
Do you
saying.
think there's that many fundraisers for cancer patients?
I'm
or
thinking
any of
that if we waive it for one, we are setting precedent, and
You just waived it for her.
I understand that. And I did not vote no, and I did not abstain, but I had my trepidation. I'm just saying, when you do that, you are setting a precedent. So then what keeps anybody else from coming and saying, hey, you know, I need a fundraiser because my teddy bear lost its head, you know? What's the big deal? You
It's a
set precedent.
non-for-profit, that's what that is.
Beverly, is there any way to document
Yeah, well,
the
power
power?
501c.
Right.
We've got to be able to do that.
I mean,
Exactly. I don't think there's a separate meter.
No, it's not me.
there's not, but I mean, if you looked at the bill from the past and there was nothing going on, and then you had an event and it went up $50, that's the only thing I would want to
You
recoup.
think
Yeah, you're not.
That's
gonna-
exactly what we did.
You're not
What-
gonna use
I don't know
that.
where the 250 came in, to be honest with you. It's always been well, I don't want to say always.
500,
Was it, really?
yes, because Robin Kirchhoff just came in from Midland Community, and she gave a check for 500. If it's cleaned, she gets 250 back, but she paid 250 because you guys decided we pay a gas bill down there now,
Yep.
okay? At that kitchen. We pay electricity, we pay water. So whatever you guys decide, Midland Community has already given their 500 with, they didn't have a problem.
and I'm happy they did that, but that's a 4 to 3 day event. I'm saying, her event's 3 hours.
Right.
Well, 4 hours, I mean, 4 hours of cooking or something like that.
We should encourage the village and community to have birthday parties down there and use it. The only thing that I'm concerned about is liability. If we can have it some way that we cannot be liable because a child burns themselves or does something in the kitchen, I'm not concerned about the park area because we have insurance if they stumble and fall and do that. That's just something that you can't overlook.
But that's why you need a legal lease. That's why you need an exchange
We-
of money, a check or whatever.
No one's
It makes it
disagreeing with that.
legal, and with that, it proves, okay, I am renting this for this event, 3 days, 1 day, whatever it may be. But for that period of time it is rented, we are not liable. They.
If they, Sue, I beg to differ with you. If once somebody goes down there and they burn themselves with a fryer, I don't care if they signed a lease for it or not, or if it's
I know,
coworker,
we
they
have-
can come back on us.
So we have more of a legal leg to stand on instead of having everything we have sued. You know?
Well, we'd always
Am I
have to
right, Jerry?
sign. We
I
would-
mean, a lease is a legal binding agreement.
Yeah,
And when they rent it, we sign a lease. They do.
Yeah, and they rent it, and we
Leave it as
exchange
it is
that.
and take each case on a one-on-one basis.
Hey, Kip, can you guys carry flip insurance down there? Just like you do on a food truck, just like you do at a carnival? It's $25 a month.
I mean, that would probably cover someone got sick or that's somebody, but I don't think.
No, it covers somebody if they get injured, if they get burnt, if they come up there and they touch a hot fryer. It's called flip insurance. It's $25 a month.
policy.
It's a $2 million policy.
Well, so the lease that I have, it says that I have to have my own insurance policy for there.
I believe that's correct, Claire.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
So, and my insurance was only, I think, $60 because it involves water.
the community club's got it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, I mean, that takes care of, like, if anybody gets hurt, so then the
Sure.
village wouldn't, the village wouldn't be responsible for it.
It's just like it is and take on a one-on-one.
When they come in, they do have to do the rental lease agreement, and then they have their cleaning checklist. And whoever goes down there to inspect, after they have an event, will mark off his check.
I just think, just my opinion, I think it's weird that we argued over raising casinos, because casino machines, $20, $50 a year, because we're afraid they're gonna go to bullpen. Well, now we're not gonna get any money out of the thing unless it's community club, $250 a year. I mean, why are we fighting over $5? I don't want to fight, but 250 say, oh, we don't want to raise we don't want to raise slot machines because we'll run people off. But we're willing to charge $250 for a charitable event. We're going to run them off. They're going to go to the American Legion because it's a lot nicer than what we got.
125,
And if you remember, it's cheaper.
and they got a battery.
Yep.
Sheriff, our insurance company was contacted this time, and didn't they say that we had to charge for rental
Remember
for
that
these
too?
agreements?
It was too long ago, I can't remember, but I don't remember the answer to that question.
Yeah.
There may be something that the insurance company said we need to charge some type of fee. The agreement was a necessity, obviously we have to have that. But as far as a fee, I don't know that the insurance company said we had to charge a fee to cover the insurance.
And there is a rental fee of $50 to rent the park without the kitchen.
Yes. And that would include electricity. And we're
Pay
paying
for
that.
the gas bill every month on that place now.
But how many times have people come down and have birthday parties without telling us? I guarantee my grandkids did. I didn't know.
Okay. So I think just leave it like it is and take it on one-on-one. Just like we did this with the church. Okay, Yarmouth property. That's, everybody's familiar with that, that's where we dump our brush and stuff. Gentleman, Gordon Hamlin bought that property. And what he proposed to me is, he says, I don't like angles. And he wants to square that property off and not draw the line. He still would have half of 17 and half of 18, which we own. We'll have half, he'll have half. That gets the line. We need to be battled. But we would gain this part where that road is, that gates at. Just been put in with rock and the mat and everything underneath it. We would gain that and get back to that access. And he is willing to do it, and he'll pay all fees to do it. The only thing he does ask, or has asked, is if we would abate that alleyway that goes to his property.
And we lose one.
We lose half of 2 lots. That's crap.
What's he wanting to pay for it?
He already bought it.
He's our bond.
He's already bought it.
He's wanting to take some of our land
And trade some
and
back.
square it, or trade some back and pay for everything.
And pay us how much to do that?
He'll pay for,
He's paying for all the surveys.
I know.
But he's not
And
paying,
he's
I'm sorry,
getting-
Debbie, who did you say bought it? It's a lot.
Well,
You got it, didn't you?
Gordon Hamlin.
Look at that. This part from here on, we are there, here on his land. And he's paying for everything.
And I told him that the floodplain doesn't, apply the new map, doesn't go in our park.
Yeah, I think I look right down on it.
And I told him,
Yes, it's
you build a house.
down and then he wants to- This is all with the ours.
Yeah.
It's really we gain when we lose, we pay.
Have you seen this picture?
No.
No.
You see that line?
So what do they need from us now?
Okay. What he wants to do.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Land right here. This would be.
I don't have any dog in that fight, I don't know.
This would be. So he figures up that.
It's been 20 years, it's been 5
And we have access to this. Yeah, we have to Tony, I even said something, oh, it must, you know, build your foundation level with 6 o'clock tonight.
Well, I told him, I said, you're gonna build, you better build up pretty high.
Better real high, yeah.
I mean, you may have a house sitting on line, and a piece of one have water.
Once again, he's
What do you
gonna build your
what do you want to do?
kids.
What do you want to do? You girls will come?
I think it's a good plan.
I think it's a good plan.
All right. Make a motion, I'll support.
I make a motion, we do what that's
Take the
done.
free land.
I second. It's not gonna cost us money, right?
Basically a land swap,
And he's paying for everything.
Yeah.
It's
where he
not
pays
costing us
for,
anything.
where he pays for everything.
I have to make the motion.
Yeah, I second.
You,
Okay, Gina? Yes. Sue?
Yes.
Christie? Yes. Lily?
Yes.
Jason?
yes.
Kip?
Yes.
We'll get all that wrong. We can use.
Okay, the lady is, we talked to which lady? One here, in town, or the one out? Because we've already addressed it.
The one in town, the one in town at the park
Park, like,
will be done by Labor Day weekend. It's set to go, I delivered the down payment to them. There will be, yeah, I think we up the ante, the entities that are doing it wanted to go with, I think it's five horsepower ones. We're gonna place them out there. Star Electric is gonna meet them next week and have it ready to go and get it wired up. And they're gonna start doing whatever they do and lay out the aerators. And there will be a fountain in the middle of the park, or in the middle of the pool, and it'll have a light in it. And it will be ready by, I'm told, Labor Day weekend.
This guy that did the presentation.
You know, yes, by December.
He's very sharp.
Jason, yeah, he worked with Paul down at
And he's putting that up on that pole, correct?
No, he went down and looked at it again, and the utility pole that is down there is not, it's
Probably not
not thick enough
code.
and it's not heavy enough to hold the load. So what they're changing the layout so that the compressor will be in a metal box type situation that can be locked and sealed off. So hopefully, nobody goes down there with a pickaxe and takes into it. And then, once they get it put in, we'll look, and if we need to, we can put another box over the top of it,
Or fence,
Yeah, or a fence or something. But, the reason being because the pole where it sits, it wasn't a thick enough pole, and just where it sits, it's exactly would be in line with the fountain, and it
Oh.
would distract from the view, so.
Worst case scenario, we put a deer camera
Make
right
sure
there.
they know that we appreciate what they're doing very much.
I will pass that on to them. And they're rather excited. They want to make sure that they're able to see it by Labor Day.
Okay, visitors, have we got any visitors for speaking?
I have a question. Who's representing the village of Kincaid on animal control? Are we covered on license, insurance? We have a contractor of an attorney? And the stuff being put out, okay, efforts, put your money where your mouth is. Animal Control Services of Kincaid, volunteers wanted. Is that how we represent the village of Kincaid on animal control?
when,
Hope she's our animal control.
Yep.
We don't have a contract because she's not actually employed.
But why is it put out in advertising? Even when I talked to Lily, we have animal control. It was
She is our
really,
animal control.
do what?
She is our animal control.
my rescue is providing animal control
But
services.
this is what's
to
put
the
out in
village of
Kincaid, okay, efforts?
Because I'm sick and tired of you, I know that your posts that are going around out there, talking about me, like, I'm not doing anything.
This is my,
I am
Tony.
doing something.
this is my,
I wish you have a brother, because I don't get on that crap anymore.
me either. This was given to me today at the courthouse when I went in there to pay taxes. My question is, all these questions as far as, are we covered? We have a contract set up? Is it licensed? I mean, what's going on here?
Well, she's licensed.
Yeah, and what if someone comes on the property as far as at 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever, and says, hey, well, this is 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever? Who's liable? We are. Village of Kincaid. This is what goes on around here behind,
On what property are we talking about?
anybody's property. It's advertised right here. Even at 2 a.m. on the weekend. Animal control getting cats and dogs.
If she gets a call on a dog.
But again, what are you gonna have to come up into someone's property? Or who's covered on this?
Well, when we had the police officer do it, it was the same situation.
But we had a contract drew up. We have a contract drew up here.
I remember seeing one of those.
Mike, what's your question? What do we need to do for you? How do we
Well,
need to help
this is
you?
the advertisement that's put out.
But I'm asking you a question. What do we need to do?
This is
How do you need help?
crap. Kip, this is just crap that gets put out.
And you're allowed your comments and you're allowed your
And I sent
opinion.
my comment.
Okay.
We wrote a contract for her, that was
Can if you want.
just called a contract for her, it was a nonprofit.
Mike, you have some more stuff or?
Volunteer animal control.
No, the lake was covered. A few of us went out to the lake and they did actually discuss the lake. It looks horrible. The weeds, and there's a lot of different things that need to be addressed with that, which that was covered. I think that's going to be taken care of now.
We're not, it's not falling on deaf ears right now. We're moving forward. Let me just say that. It's almost too late in the year to really make improvements, but it's not falling on deaf ears, and that's what's important. We want everyone in this room. I was never so happy as to be a trustee to see this room as full as it was. I'm telling you, I mean that in all sincerity, because we need that voice. I did not know that stuff was going on. Now I do.
I
do.
And you know, I agree.
And more and more and more.
All right,
Tony,
no, we hashed that.
Okay.
just as if the lake is looking bad, and I know we only have 3 people, is it prudent for us this late in the season? Why couldn't we just hire a service to cut the grass out of the lake for the rest of
Well,
the season?
we looked into it, and our guys can do it for about.
It only got behind you a couple of weeks on mowing, squeezing a little rock out there.
We got some bids.
Okay,
We just
I
mowed it.
thought,
When we mowed that the other day,
Yeah.
last week,
Last week,
in the last week, we just mowed it.
Yes.
The problem is these guys have been spread so thin all summer,
Right.
you know, with stuff going on, plus their vacation time, and during the time to do. You only get so much done, you know. And they try to get out to the lake and do the cutting before the weekends, but sometimes they don't, you know, but they try. We do what we can do. We wanted to hire another person, but that's going to, you know, we're going but things are going to start slowing down, you know, we can do some projects that they don't care about.
I have a question as a citizen. Why is he, Mike Lawrence, allowed to act as a board member here in Kincaid? He told one of his neighbors that if they didn't cut their lawn, that they would receive a $250 fine very shortly. He then got a hold of another board member and told him to have me go and write them an ordinance violation. He is not my boss, first of all. I'm a volunteer, 100% volunteer. He has no right to tell anybody that they're getting an ordinance violation, especially a woman who is 8 months pregnant and has a high-risk pregnancy. He almost put her into labor. He had her so flustered. He needs to stop that kind of crap. And same way with the lake. Who is he to go out to the lake and do anything? He's not on the board.
Well, anytime we can get, he should talk to us, you know,
Yeah.
and bring it to us, one of the board members, one of me, whatever, and let us handle it.
And if I had anything as far as on the ordinances, I got a hold of you, or I called up here, whatever. I didn't go to any board members. Louis called me up and talked to me for 45 minutes one day.
No, you sent me pictures and said.
Yep, and you asked me about that, yes, sir.
Yes, and I said, okay, I will hand this over to
Yep,
Claire, or you call her. I call her. I said, okay, I will send all this to Claire.
I
And
still
we
have
did
them.
talk about all that.
and I
Yes.
still have the messages. But again, there was no harassment or anything else. I had asked, Louis called me on some issues, we went over it.
As long as you go through one of the board members
Okay.
of South.
Okay, and that's what I did, Tony.
So he's not allowed to go up to the people himself and threaten them.
There's no evidence or proof of any of that.
There is evidence.
Well, I don't know.
It's he said, she said, Tony, with no proof. Yes, thank you. Anybody else?
What's the laws or rules on, say, animal protection coming on somebody else's property to get an animal that somebody turned in? Say somebody comes in my yard at 2 o'clock in the morning and the dog's by my back door. I don't know who's coming up my driveway.
I'm shooting it.
That's right. So what's the laws on that?
It's your dog and it's on your property.
No. If somebody else's dog comes on my property and whoever, animal control or whatever, just comes in the morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, my back door, sucks to be you, because something's gonna happen. I mean, you're still my property.
But the only reason she would go up there is if you called and said you had.
Exactly.
No, not necessarily.
Yes.
Somebody across the street says, there's a dog in my yard, and it ran over across the street and come in my yard. Now that person's gonna go across the street after she talks, or whoever talks to that person, comes in my yard to get that dog at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I would ring your doorbell. I wouldn't,
You can't do
Just
that
go
at 2
back.
o'clock in the morning.
but I would.
Well, if I don't know what she would, it's gonna be sucks to be you.
Well, hopefully she can call you.
I can shoot back too.
She should, but how you gonna get my phone
I
number?
totally
And
understand.
do what?
I said I can shoot back too.
Right there.
Whatever.
Right there you go.
So this is how we cure this.
Yes.
No, so the 2 o'clock in the morning call was.
Hang on a second here, it's not your turn to talk,
No, it's
Claire.
mine. And I'm just asking the board, what is the rules?
Well, I'll be explaining it.
I don't think there's anything that goes on. Other than fall under.
I honestly believe whenever Claire said that, she was talking about, say a dog got hit at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's a volunteer, but she is going to go and see if she can help that dog in the road.
I understand a hit dog. I'm talking about a stray dog. People call about more stray dogs than a hit dog. There's a mean dog on my front porch across the street. Now he's gonna run in my house because I chase him out. So now he's on my back door. And now an animal control person comes up. I have no idea who they are.
I mean, I'm thinking she's gonna call you or,
How's she gonna get my phone number?
Okay, listen,
I would
just say it was tailable, you live in Tailable, which you're tailable property. I understand you're doing the Kincaid, and I appreciate it, but you're a tailable guy, and tailable animal control came in on that situation. What's it, what, are you gonna do the same?
I don't know, so I'm asking.
That's what, okay, that's what I'm asking you.
We need to,
Folks, at 2 o'clock in the morning, we're all gonna be asleep.
we're gonna use
Okay?
discretion. We
And you're not
need
gonna
to
see the dog, you're not, you wanna find something at 2 in the morning, you can go after the raccoons in my backyard.
My solar lights are gonna come on. And I'm gonna know somebody's coming up my driveway, because that's why I got them on there.
He's asking.
I have the right to protect my
I don't
property.
think Claire's gonna go out.
Okay.
I know that, I understand that, and I'm just asking.
Yes.
I don't know the answer to your question, but I will look into it and see what we got, if there's anything on the books, 'cause I really don't know. Then I'll look at if there's anything on the books, I don't know, get her tested.
Good question.
Any other business? Okay, approval of bills.
I make a motion, we pay our bills, please.
I second.
Hold down the money.
What do we have?
Well,
Gina,
yes.
Christie, yes. Kip,
Yes.
Louis,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Approval of treasury report.
I make a motion, we approve Beverly's report.
I second.
Louis,
Yes.
Christie,
Yes.
Kip,
Yes.
Gina,
yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Sue.
Absolutely.
Clerk's report. Clerk's report.
No, she's not here. No, I don't have one from her.
We do, we can read it.
Okay.
I motion to approve it.
We don't make them.
We don't need one.
Just a report.
Okay. Hey, I'm
No
doing my
approval
thing.
on the clerks. We're good.
Ordinance and animal control updates.
All right, so first of all, I'd like to address the 2 a.m. issue. 2 a.m. I got a call about a cat who was extremely ill on somebody's back porch. They allowed me into their fenced-in area that was locked to retrieve the cat that I ended up euthanizing. That's what that is. Another time, I got a call at 4 o'clock in the morning on a dog that was loose in the person's backyard. They had caught it in their backyard and they asked me to come and pick it up. I knew exactly where the dog belonged. I went and took the dog back to the owner and wrote them up for a violation, not a violation, I gave them a warning. That's where that comes from. The other animal control updates I have is for June, so I didn't report in June for July. I had 6 cats trapped in June. They were all tested, spayed, neutered, and relocated to either farms or a rescue took 2 of them. In July, I had 3 cats trapped, 1 euthanized because he was beyond sick, and that was the most humane thing to do. I had 2 spayed, and then I also trapped 2 kittens, and those went to a rescue that I'm now working with. August, I have 4 down on the books for being trapped. All have been spayed and neutered and brought to the same farm that I brought the other ones in June. And then there was also 6 kittens that I rescued who are still sitting at the vet because they need to be tested and they're just too young. So they're being boarded at the vet right now. All covered 100% from my paycheck, not the village. As for ordinances, June, July, and August, respectively, I did 12 warnings, 16 warnings, and 11 warnings. And that was just from the paper copies that I sent out. And then the duplicates, I sent out 6, 5, and 6. For actual violations in July, I sent out 2, August 3. That's just so far. I have 15 I have to go and revisit to see if they fixed what I asked them to fix, and if not, then they're going to be getting violations. Yes?
I know you're not paid for this, but I'm going to ask you, is there a possibility that you do a spreadsheet on ordinance?
So I have it all on a spreadsheet.
Just not my name, my address, so all of us can look at it.
Right.
And then I think the mayor, Tony, I think he's ready, like they haven't paid or whatever, put liens against property from now on.
I have a spreadsheet going. I tried to send it to Christy to have her print it off so everybody has a copy of it, but the file was too large and I have to change all the print heads on my.
Okay, thank you.
So,
We have several vehicles that, once their time is up, they will be towed.
yes.
We're very happy with it.
And if they're in somebody's driveway and they're not licensed or they are inoperable, is them getting towed?
Yes.
If they've been warned.
They're getting violations. One more thing for the animal control. I've been doing this for 32 years, so I know when not to go into somebody's backyard and trespass on somebody's property. I would never even consider doing that without the owner's permission. I always knock on the door and get the owner's permission. If it is after hours and they know that they're sleeping, then I just leave it alone. That's the only thing I can do, or I'll call the police and then have them come and assist me. I've done that several times.
Okay, attorney report.
Not much new out of me, other than working with mayor and police chief. That's taken up most of our time, as well as some of the issues that folks have mentioned as relates to ordinance violations and things of that nature.
Are you doing the research on the house next to the Methodist
Yep.
church to get it back properly?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's what that's what the mayor and I have, I think we found a loophole to get through where we don't need a special person's. Nobody will come actually do it, that's the problem. So I think we can get around it through the county and the health department.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, trustees report.
I just have one. Tommy, I said something maybe about a month ago that I had a constituent that messaged me about tree at Boulevard, and eating up his front yard. And I think in the last couple of weeks, you guys did on Elm Street, across from his house, okay? So he said, hey, am I next? And I don't, how do you guys do that? If you don't mind me asking, as far as like, request, I mean, like when you send them out, or how does that work?
We tried to go down the list, we got a sheet.
Oh, do you have a list?
Do you know where it's at? 'Cause I can't find it.
I don't know.
We had it that day we were around.
Uh,
We had it that day we were around, that's how we started marking stuff
Well,
off.
you know, we got a sheet with how long they've been on the list to get it after, because we only have X amount of dollars.
No, I get it, I understand, I would love to be able to tell Guy something, you know what I mean? Because he did reach out to me, he did that, and of course, you know, he sees you guys across the street.
Yeah.
So, it's like, it went, hey, maybe I'm next, and I'm just gonna.
12 trees, and we're getting those bills paid now.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
then we'll know how much we have left.
I've been on that same list for 4 years. You guys kind of got a branch off, and now it's still there, so that list needs to be redone or something, because
Well, yeah.
4 years waiting on a tree to get cut.
That's what I was
It's
looking
a
for.
liability on your guys' part that falls on my property.
But we have people that put trees on the list that are healthy, and nothing wrong with them.
Right, but they come and cut a branch off, right, made it worse, and now it's all rotten.
Yeah.
So it's been like that for 3 years.
Yeah, unfortunately, we get 10,000 a year and 8 trees wipes that out, and they were in front of
Maybe you need to take a lead on that, I mean, so you can start a new list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think so, I mean, if you
Don't we
think,
have, don't we have a tree committee person?
Yes, we
We
do.
do now.
we do now. We do now.
You!
What for? I thought, I mean,
Yeah.
well, they didn't, nobody asked me.
Yeah,
It came on the list tonight.
I don't
Thank you.
know.
trees and sidewalks, you and Gina, there you go. You guys can
Okay.
hold hands and go out to the park.
Yeah. I've been working on it.
So, I have someone who needs to be on the tree list.
There are 3 committees on here. This is not.
I'll help you here, I'll take one. I'll take one. I don't really care about mornings, you know. I tell you what, no, you love finance, don't you? I'll do trees for you. If Tony, our boss says it's okay. Tony, I'll do.
They're all negotiable.
Okay, put me on trees for you, please, and I'll work with Tommy, and we'll see if we get a list. Thank you, that's all I had. Thank
Can I get
you.
on that list? You have a list.
Yeah.
What's your name on that list?
Yeah. When my grandpa had it, was on the list, or you guys never got done.
Well, we have a tree committee now, so now we're gonna get it.
Yeah,
I need it done by next spring, so I can go to driveway.
I don't know what the list is at right now.
You know, on that list.
You talking about that?
It's cut his down.
Is that the one you're talking
I
about?
wouldn't cut that tree down, that's your guys' tree, that's a nice tree.
I'm already on his driveway.
It's not big, it's the next
We
one.
just need to go into session.
Do we need to go close?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
We got to.
Down here, yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Trustees report.
Yeah, I think Tony looked at that.
Are you done?
I'm done, yeah. I don't know.
I said, hey, you know.
What are you talking about?
No, thank you.